Many dogs are beaten and abused each year. You may not care about, for show of hands, how many people have a dog? Okay, now of you guys, how many people treat their dog like family members? Or better? You may not care about dogs, but dog abusers have a strong correlation to other violent crimes. So if you see signs in your community, you guys may be like in danger. I've had many dogs. My grandma's had many dogs, and yeah, so I'm pretty know how to take care of them. All right. Dog abuse is a big problem. There are many different types of abuse other than directly beating the dog, and the punishments are becoming more severe. Dog abuse is a huge problem. The U.S. Humane Society says of 1,800 cases in 2007, 64.5% were dogs, and 25% of those dogs were pit bulls. Dogs are above the most abused kind of species of animals. Pit bulls are used often in dog fights, and which are actually very dangerous and bad for dogs, because it's not just the fighting that's bad. There's the living conditions, and they're not fed well either. The Humane Society also says that most cases are not reported. Much suffering goes unrecognized. So this is just the tip of the iceberg that we're seeing. We're not seeing the whole picture. So because it's such a big problem with what we are seeing, it could be twice as bad because we're not seeing everything. Then this shows how it's getting better since 2007. It's not as bad anymore, but it's still a big problem. There are different types of abuse. This is a hoarding situation, and this is a dogfighting ring. Hoarding, sometimes the people don't realize that they're hoarding because they have emotional and mental issues, and they try and use dogs as or animals as their event to release their feelings. The Humane Society says animals in hoarding conditions often suffer neglect, lack of food, care, and sanitary conditions. Hoarders don't realize that they're abusing their animals, and dog fighting. The ASPCA says fights last 1 to 2 hours and end when one of the dogs cannot continue. These are very dangerous because the dogs fight for hours and then they die. They're common in urban areas, and my grandma thinks one of her dogs was actually taken because he jumped out of the gate once, and we never found him, but she thinks that it was taken to a dog fighting ring because it was like a physical type ring. The punishments are becoming more severe. The Humane Society says 50 states have a felony level provision for dog abuse, and before the 90s, only 4 states have had that provision for dog abuse. So over the past 25 years, it's really gotten much stricter. The Humane Society also says that 43 of the 50 states are first offense provisions. This shows how it's a no tolerance policy for dog abuse, and only 2 of the other ones have third offense provision. Dog abuse is a huge problem. There are many other ways to abuse a dog other than directly beating it, and punishments are becoming more severe. The problem is getting better, but it is still a big problem, and because of the correlation to other crimes, if you see signs in your community, you could be in danger.